What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Hey, we right back at it, man. We on 3 on the road, man. You understand me? We got 3 in the day, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hen in the trap with us, man. We got Henny in the trap. Saturday night vibes, you understand me? Let's get it.
I see it. Chris Davis, I see it. Chris Davis said he first. He want to know he's the first man in the trap, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Chris Davis in the building, man. Everybody hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card, man. Mr. ODELL Beckham, it's rumblings out here in these streets saying that Mr. ODELL want 20 M's a year. Good grief. Good grief, my good sir. Are you crazy? Is you crazy? This boy is off the chains. But shout out to everybody rocking, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. You know what I'm saying? We working hard. You feel me? This the 3rd show of the day. Shout out to Miss Regina Green in the building. What's happening? What's happening? We coming back to back with it, man. You know how we get down, man. Let's make these haters hate and get this trap around the corner, man. Let's get it. Yeah. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. Shout out to Chris Wilson in the building over there, man. Out the hometown. You understand? The hometown get down. You understand?
MSZ, I see you happening. Chris Davis, welcome to the Rich Game, my boy.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. Shout out to Trout Boy C in the building. DC4 Life in the building. What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. We got Henny in the trap on a Saturday night. You understand? The dynamic duo in this thing. Me and ACM, the dynamic duo, baby. Let's get it. Let's get that like and shares up, man. Please. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a call. Yes, sir. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah. We just rocking on a Saturday night, man. That's all, man. That's all. Let's get this trap around the corner, though. We need that line around the corner, man. Your plug for everything about America's team in the building, man. Mr. Lando from Alabama, any ATM Sports. You know, don't nobody do it like us, man. The dynamic duo, you understand me? Let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Y'all know what time it is, man. What's happening? What's happening? Hey, like I say, you know how I say, man. You might thought you was at home. You might thought you was looking at me on the phone, but you in the trap, sir. You know what I'm saying? We got ACM in the building, man. Shout out to Tim Miller. Yeah, we trapping on a Saturday night, sir. Absolutely. Johnny Herrera in this thing. Let's get it. Man, it's been breaking news, y'all. It's been breaking news in the world. You understand me? Breaking news. Nefarious news. Breaking news. Mr. Live from the what it is, from the Star in Frisco, or maybe, just maybe, you know, that trout right there across the street. You understand me? But this man ODELL Beckham talking about he might want 20 million, Ken. What you thinking about that? Ain't that crazy? Don't that sound crazy to you, sir?
He sound a little high to me.
I had to ask. This is my response to Mr. ODELL talking about he want 20 M's.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you? Look at me, boy. Yeah. Don't you smoke crack?
Don't he smoke crack? This man is crazy.
Yeah.
This dude out for his rocker, man. What's wrong with this guy, man? I'm sorry. I'm not paying this man no mind. I'm kicking him clean out of my trap with that foolishness and that nonsense. You understand me? You think I'm finna pay this man $20 million in?
Nah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
He is crazy. This boy is off the chain.
And listen, it is hard, right? It is hard to get money when you did not play an entire year, right?
Yeah.
Like we have not seen ODELL Beckham play a single snap of NFL football since he tore his stuff in the Super Bowl. And man, West Coast Cowboy just jumped in the chat box. What's up with y'all, man? Y'all take the time out.
West Coast. Big West in the building. What's happening, sir? Mr. West Coast in this thing. What's happening, sir?
Right. Your wrench works, DC for life. I see it too. But yeah, man, like this man ain't played no football. It's been over a calendar year. Like he played in the Super Bowl, got hurt, a whole NFL season passed, another Super Bowl was played, and now there's an off season going on, and we ain't seen this man play no football. So like I don't understand how he believes he can get a $20 million a year contract when he ain't played in over a year, and it doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. Like you have to, in the NFL is a what have you done for me lately league, right? What he done for you lately is not been present. He skipped the entire semester of class, so he cannot show up. He cannot show up, when it's time for the final exam, and ask for an A.
I don't know what he think about. He is off of his rocker, man. He gotta be, because I just don't even see how you can logically just even open your mouth, fix your mouth to say something like that, sir. 20 million, sir? Because, like, think about it. That's top tier wide receiver money right here. Go down the list. What these wide receivers making these days? Let's see this, because this how you debunk all of this foolishness. This how you take them to trial with it. Let's see what these wide receivers making, man. Because he talking about 20 M's. He thinking he's one of them big dogs, don't he, Mr. Hen?
Yep.
You can't be a big dog after all these injuries.
I'm gonna be fair to him. I'm not even gonna mention the couple wide receivers that make more than $20 million. I'm just gonna mention the wide receivers that make $20 million. And I'm gonna go down the list. And y'all tell me right now, right? And I want you to also remember, Odell Beckham is technically not healthy because Odell Beckham has not passed the physical.
Facts.
So I'm gonna go through these names of these wide receivers that make $20 million a year. I'm gonna ask y'all who's better, right? DJ Moore. Is he better than Odell Beckham right now?
That's a close one, but Odell hurt though. So I'll take the guy that's not hurt. That's not haven't been super injury prone.
Let's try this one. How about somebody named Amari Cooper? Do y'all know who that is?
Man, don't do that. Don't do that. Making me sad, and I'm gonna fight the sadness away. Continue, please.
All right, I am. But first, let me give a shout out to DC for Life X for the $5 donation. I appreciate you, and it will go to good.
We appreciate you, Mr. DC for Life in the building.
I got another one for you. Oh, this guy do not even make $20 million a year, and that is Mike Evans, who only makes 16.5. Is he not better,
sir?
Right. And listen, he was probably better than Odell Beckham when he was healthy.
He was probably better than him in his peak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You was better than him in his peak. Odell, I don't even know if he reached the heights that Mike Evans reached. So, and that's my guy. I like him. Shout out to Philly, man. I think you the best Eagle fan we know, son. Trap. You in the trap with us on a Saturday night, and you coming in peace, man. We appreciate you.
And then listen, for $20 million, right? We can get a little bit more expensive, right? Because Deebo Samuel makes 23. So like, is he $3 million? Less than Deebo Samuel right now? No, he's not.
Absolutely not.
All right. So DK Metcalf makes $24 million. Is he $4 million close to DK Metcalf right now?
Absolutely not.
All right. Stephon Diggs make the same amount of money. He makes $24 million. Is he $4 million less than Stephon Diggs? No.
Absolutely not. Once again.
What about AJ Brown? Is he $5 million less than AJ Brown? No.
Absolutely not. Shit. No. It's all no's. Like, I'm talking about stern no's. No.
All right, I got another one for you. And this one might be a little bit closer for some of y'all. Chris Godwin only makes $20 million a year. Now, Chris Godwin being younger and actually being healthy right now, would you take Chris Godwin on this offense, at the age of 27 over Odell Beckham?
At
I'm
27.
pretty sure. Yeah,
But
at age of
Chris
27.
Godwin is a wide receiver too, though. So, that is a part of the equation as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
So we shouldn't even be comparing. We shouldn't even be have to sit up here and ponder, was he better than the wide receiver too?
But this is the thing though. Like Chris Godwin had 1,023 yards last year, and he had 1,100 yards the year before.
He trapped that thing out. That boy trapped that thing out, man. Quit playing with Chris Godwin, man. Yeah, he been putting up numbers with Tom Brady over there.
Yeah, he's had these are his years, like 1,300 yards, 1,333 yards in 2019. He had 840 in 2020, but he only played 12 games. He had 1,100 yards in 2021, and then this year he only started 13 games and still got 1,000 yards.
Yeah, for a fact, Miss Sadiqa said that he definitely wouldn't get it from Jerry Jones. That's Dollar Bill Jones is not having that, man. You best believe that.
Shut down.
Dollar Bill ain't playing that. Nothing. Dollar Bill says absolutely not. He wouldn't dare. Shout out to DC for life with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you, sir. Double I in the building. He says, in the trap with landlord and Henny on a Sunday. Morning preach, landlord, the truth, real talk, and good grief. Amen. Yes, sir. You already know how we do it. Say our best bet is on the draft. Yeah, I told y'all how I feel about the draft. That's true. Like, the draft is an excellent, way that we love to operate. Shout out to Stephen White, Kevin Callaway over there. But
indeed, shout out to Kevin Callaway, Johnny Herrera, Sadiq Charles, and especially shout out to my boy Chris Night Owl Cowboy for tapping in with me. I appreciate
shout out to Night Owl Cowboy too. But look, that's a great way to go about it, man. But the thing about it is, like I said, I kind of view the draft as a seed. You plant seeds with drafts. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, like I said, a draft pick might not match our timeline. That's why I want to attack in free agency, sir. Shout out to Coach Miles in the building, coming in strong with the K with a $10 super chat. I appreciate you, Coach. Coach says, I know Coach got some knowledge for us. What'd he say? Coach says, fellas, the Cowboys need to be very careful in getting in bidding wars. Now, Coach, stop, Coach. Chill out. Coach, now we ain't finna get in no bidding war, Coach. You ain't gotta worry about that, but let me see. Getting in bidding wars for older hurt veterans just to get a big name. The Hopkins thing may be bidding war of trade draft picks to give up also.
Well, this is the thing. Like, I trust DeAndre Hopkins more than I trust Odell Beckham, because unlike Odell Beckham, DeAndre Hopkins actually has recent film that I can go off of to make, a strategic and well-informed decision on if I want to bring him onto the team or not. DeAndre Hopkins was not dealing with injury. He was dealing with a suspension. And, with that, he still played 9 games against NFL caliber players. And, he put out good film doing so. In 9 games, he had over 700 yards, right? Last time I seen Odell Beckham, right, I'm not making fun of the situation, but, he was getting caught off of the field. I haven't seen him play in over a year. So, I'm more comfortable going after D Hopkins because I just seen that he could still do it just last year. Thanks. Right? With Odell Beckham, I'm trying to see how he's gonna recover from this injury. And, I have a red flag in the back of my mind right now because of what happened with Michael Gallup. Because Michael Gallup tore his ACL and he was not anywhere close to what I thought I was paying for this season. Thanks. So, I'm not even going to get the Odell Beckham that y'all thinking about this year because realistically, it's not fair to expect him to be that, the first year after the ACL surgery. So I would much rather go out. Yeah, I'd rather go out and get D-Hop. He's completely healthy, right? And if he really was on PEDs, I know he's strong as hell right now, so we good.
Cause they just asking for a second for D-Hop right now. That's what the rumbling's saying. Cause so I definitely, the Cowboys ain't giving up no one now.
Trap.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm all with you here. Like, that was a good point. Like, ain't no way you supposed to. Like, I seen somebody say the same thing I said. Like, it's no way you supposed to ask these rookies to step in and just be a star every time, all the way. You know what I'm saying? That's not a great, smart way to build your team. So that's why I want to at least, sprinkle some veteran stars in the building, coach. That's all I'm saying. Like, I ain't saying go sell our soul for it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, you build your team through the draft already.
You know what I'm saying? To answer Coach's question, I wouldn't give up my number one pick for DeAndre Hopkins because it didn't take a number one pick for them to even get him. The Texans traded him for a second round pick, and so the rumblings are like 2 years removed from that actual trade. Like, they just want a second and a late round pick.
Regina said he got jet lag. I'm talking about OBJ. OBJ still got jet lag on it.
Man, it's the same stuff he took. That what got him talking so crazy. The stuff that put him to sleep on the plane, the same stuff that got him talking outside his neck like that.
Yeah, but I think the Joneses kind of conditioned us, man. They really got us screwed in the head, y'all. I want to be real with y'all. I just want to be real with y'all. It's no way we supposed to be thinking this draft heavy. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't. Like, no other team is doing this. None. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not just replacing everybody with rookies. Nobody's doing that. Now, they might, cherry pick a few positions and like, okay, let me fill this slot with a rookie. I might go lower on this spot. You know what I'm saying? They do it wisely. They're not trying to replace Amari Coopers with rookies. They're not doing it. They're not betting on hurt players over perfectly good players. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing that. So that's all I'm saying. I don't think we can make it as quick as we need to going off of these rookies. Like, rookies gonna keep you competitive. These free agents that we speaking about, they gonna get you over the top, or they can help you get over the top. Then the thing about a free agent, they already have a proven track record. You know what I'm saying? They're not nobody who, you gotta hope that's doing something, or they might become something. And they plug and play. And they can help your team right now. You know what I'm saying? We'll have to hope and project that a rookie can come in and do it. So it's certain positions that you don't want to go cheap on, that you need to be aggressive when it's time to fill them. That's my opinion.
Right. And I agree with that, especially with key positions. Like, you don't expect to compete with a rookie quarterback. You don't expect a rookie left tackle to be able to hold up long term, right? The very first year out the gate. You really don't want to get a rookie defensive tackle and depend on them to be the reason that they stop the run. Definitely don't really want a rookie middle linebacker quarterback in the defense. So, there are like positions that you really would prefer to have a veteran presence at.
Shout out to Coach Ma. He said with the $2 super chat, he says, if we show thirsty, the price gets higher. Coach said, don't be thirsty, Dallas. Look, Coach, we was thirsty in the offseason. We was thirsty when we took them all to the game and stuff. We been thirsty for them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, true iceberg.
Jerry Jones spending time with the man mama, so you know.
Look, we done met the mama, Mr. Cole, we been past thirsty Jerry in a relationship. He done met the man mama. You know what I'm saying? He done took this man home to his mama.
You know it gets serious when you meet the parents, man.
Straight up. Jerry ain't playing. Jerry done skipped a step. You know that friend that try to skip the step, like, you know what I'm saying? You just met him and now he wants you to help him move type vibe. Like, sir. You know what I'm saying? You jumping steps in a relationship, sir. I'm not finna help you move yet. You know what I'm saying?
You're wild boy.
You know what I'm saying? He wild. But yo, man, like, we been thirsty, Coach. We did that already. So now we do got to try to play it cool. You know what I'm saying? I said this on West Coast show. I said we treated him like a real lady. Now he proved to be for the streets. You know what I'm saying? He want to go broadcast and show out for everybody. You know what I'm saying? We took him out, showed him, gave him flow seats at the game and everything. You know what I'm saying? But
he showed he a city girl.
Yeah, he showed he a city girl like in these streets. Man, the fairies. But yeah, man, like I just don't think it'll be a smart idea. And I know the Joneses ain't finna bid after nobody, coach. Like I don't see that. And if they are, I feel like they might as well just, if they gonna be that aggressive, just go trade for somebody then. If you feeling that froggy, then jump for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there are way better options, right? Not to shit on Odell Beckham, but there are way better options that you can go out there and get. Like we could trade for, because look, just like Judy is on the trading block. You could trade for him. DeAndre Hopkins is on the trading block. You can trade for him, right? Who else? And listen, we can bring in somebody. If we want to bring in a wide receiver with an injury history, we could bring in DJ Chark for a fraction of the money he asked for.
Exactly.
So you're like, there are other options. Adam Thielen, who was completely healthy last year, right? Because I'm not even asking Odell Beckham to come in and be a savior, to be a guy we rely on heavily in the offense, right? Anybody that's better than Noah Brown is qualified to be on our team. So that's a big ass list. So Odell Beckham, we have options.
But the one big thing, I had to go on a solo for this, because the one big thing I promise y'all we finna see, though, I think Odell finna really see what his worth is, though. Trap. I think Odell finna actually see where he's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes you just need to, they need to hit you in the face with it. You know what I'm saying? You thinking that you this hot shot, you thinking that you this dime piece, and then they gonna show you otherwise. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get left at the altar, and then he gonna come back to the negotiation table thinking better. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta let reality smack him in the face. You know what I'm saying? You ain't like that, sir. You ain't like that, especially unhealthy. Now, you think you trying to sell to us that you done did everything under the sun to be this perfect Odell Beckham again. I'm not buying that, sir. I'm not buying that.
Let's look at the numbers. Let's see what he has done recently to warrant us wanting him so damn badly. Right? I pull up the 2022 season. You know what I see? That ain't shit because he ain't played no games. So let's go to 2021.
Miss Regina said that'll send him over the edge. Good grief. Put the knife down, Odell. Put the knife down. Because look, so you need a reality check, though, in my opinion. He tripping.
Let's go through it. Let's go through the actual numbers of what this man done did. So 2022, 0 everything because he did not play a damn game.
Good.
2021.
Starting out pretty bad, sir. Starting out pretty bad.
2021, 79 targets, 44 receptions, 537 yards, 5 touchdowns. Like, that's some shit we were getting from Noah Brown, right?
That's Michael Gallup, man. That's Michael Gallup.
Sadly, he still did better than Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup only had 4 or something.
Don't do me
but
like that.
He did not do better than Noah Brown.
Don't do that. Dang, he ain't do better than Noah though. Okay.
Not in yardage. He got a couple more touchdowns.
So what was his last successful season? Tell me that.
Let's go. Let's see. Let me go to 2020, see what his numbers was then, because that's the year they beat us. He got hurt, so that does not count. 43 targets, 23 catches, 319 yards, and 3 touchdowns in 2020 because he tore his ACL. Let's go to 2019. I think it's 2019.
Shout out to Coach Ma with the $5 super chat. Coach Ma cutting up tonight, Coach. You been the fairs in the trap too, Coach. Hey, we got Coach getting the fairs in the trap with us tonight, man. Hey, I don't know about. I remember Coach talking like this. He said the biggest problem with I have with the Cowboys is we talk too damn much. He said other teams speak soft and bam, make big moves and cost less. Absolutely, Coach. That's a great point. We don't know how to be subtle no more. It almost make you think that they in cahoots with the free agent, ain't it? Because we always blame the free agent because they always use our clout to drive up their price. We always say that. Don't let me find out Jerry doing some nefarious side deals with these free agents to drive up that price, man. Don't let me find that out, Jerry. You know what I'm saying? They like, hey, we gonna act like we want you too, so hey, we gonna drive the price up even more. So just grease my palm and then come on, Jerry, don't be that nefarious.
They might, but I found his last successful season. It was 2019, which was 4 calendar years ago. He had 130 targets, 74 catches, 1,035 yards, and 4 touchdowns. However, he did have 7 drops, and he only had a passer rating of 70.5 when targeted.
It's wild that what team was he playing for? Like, you gotta ask that. Was that the Giants? Or was that the Browns? Like, yeah.
That's the Browns.
That's with Baker Mayfield.
We can't say we can't just say because that's just because of Baker Mayfield.
No, I'm just adding context. But
I want to add context with this too. The year that he got hurt in 2020, they actually made the playoffs and won a playoff game without his ass.
Yeah, that ain't working out well for you. Starter Kid Duke in the building was happening, sir. He says, I want to trade the Jets for wide receiver Mims and draft another wide receiver at 26. I ain't too familiar with the Mims guy like that. I think he's decent, but I don't know.
Like he hasn't really clicked. He hasn't had any good quarterback play. Has not been really high on the depth chart, but he is a Texas kid. He played at Baylor. He has the speed, he has the size. He's like 6'3". He runs a 4.3. So, he's a good prospect that hasn't played a lot of football. And, we will be putting him with a good quarterback for the first time in his damn career and a company head coach. So I will take a fly on him.
Mr. Dicker said, what would you do, landlord?
For what, Odell?
I don't know what you're talking about yet. I'm going to see what you're talking about, Mr. Dicker.
I say this. I'm gonna just guess. If it is about Odell, I mean, I would sign him. I just wouldn't sign him for $20 million. I give him like a $8, $9, $10 million deal and have it just laid out with a bunch of incentives.
Shout out to Jay from SoCal with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. He said 20 mil is barely top 10 salary today. He's not asking for much. You talking about?
He asking for a lot.
For him though, Jay. Because think about this. He is a very, very injured type guy right now. You know what I'm saying? It's risky. Like, if he was perfectly healthy, it wouldn't be so bad. Because I think he's a superior, talented wide receiver. But it's risky.
He can't ask for top 10 money. Yeah. You said it's barely top 10 money, but it still is top 10 money. Yeah. He ain't no damn top 10 wide receiver.
And he pretty much damaged goods at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's injured. He done tore his ACL 2-3 times at this point.
Shout out to One Handed Bandit with the $4.99 for your mind. I appreciate you, sir. He says, I would take Adam Thielen instead. He has, wait a minute, it disappeared. He has, it said, I would take Adam Thielen instead. He has 716 yards. 10.6 yards average and 6 touchdowns. I'm telling you, man, I like what I seen from Adam Thielen. We looked at some of his film earlier, One Handed Bandit. Like, when we get done with this, you might want to check it out because I was liking what I seen from him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was pretty impressed.
He wasn't getting the ball a lot, but he was getting open.
He was still explosive, too. He was getting off the line of scrimmage, firing off the ball. So, almost like them linemen, you know what I'm saying? DC4 Life X says OBJ not or wasn't never serious about being a Cowboy. He trying to use the Cowboys to get other teams interested. Get a bigger bag so he can get more fentanyl. Good grief. Said that man on that fentanyl. Ah, man, y'all trapped out for real tonight. Say it ain't so, DC4 Life. Craig
he said it was a different reason he was nodding off.
You know what I'm saying? He said he's nodding off that boy. Craig Lofton says you can get Thielen and possibly Mills from the Jets for less than $20 million. You can get both on. He said you can get 2 of them things, sir. You can get 2 on. 2-arm, like finesse.
And
Chris,
listen, like, why would the Dallas? And let's put this into perspective. The Dallas Cowboys did not even want to pay Amari Cooper $20 million. So I know damn well they're not going to pay Odell Beckham because Amari Cooper just came off of like a 3-year run where he was undoubtedly a top 10 receiver.
bars. Them some bars right there. And Amari was semi, plantar fasciitis young man, you know what I mean? But we all learned that word together with Amari Cooper, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? We went hearing all that stuff.
And like the class say it all together, plantar fasciitis.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't even know what the itis was at that time until Amari Cooper came into our lives. But,
I used to think that, the itis, you eat a bunch of food, you get sleepy. So I like it. He out there tired? He tired? He ate too many plantar nuts and got tired?
Yeah. Miss Amelia said, we don't need Odell Beckham drama. See, look, this is what I'm telling y'all. Look, this is how I felt about Odell. I don't know if I expressed it well enough because people probably think I just want Odell. My opinion, I just look at it like I like the talent he has when he's healthy. Okay, let's get that out the way. But the way I went about it when I thought about it, I'm like, bro, that's probably the cheapest way we can get better. You know what I'm saying? That's how I looked at it. But if he's not cheap, then it's all for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that the Joneses gonna trade unless they win. The Joneses trying to win every trade. They don't even want it to be close. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want it to be a fair deal. You know what I'm saying? The fair deal, a fair negotiation is when both people kind of mad. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, that's the only way it can be fair. And the Cowboys ain't trying to do that. They want to win. They want to be in the high-fiving after they make the deal. You know what I'm saying? And we're not going to get a high-caliber player in that manner. I don't see it. Like, Jerry Jones going to have to be pissed off after he make a deal for us to get a big name, in my opinion. Straight up. He going to have to be like, dang, he gonna have to be mad initially, and then when the big talent pay off and be like, well, okay, it was worth it. You know what I'm saying? That's how he gonna have to have buyer's remorse. Everybody done had that before. You knew you didn't supposed to pay that much for them shoes. Now you knew that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have buyer's remorse. You gotta buy something big though. You don't have buyer's remorse when you spending $10. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that kind of buyer's remorse. The only time you have buyer's remorse is when you actually spending some money. So Jerry actually spent some money. You got to really go for the gusto, man. So I don't really see him willing and dealing to that extent to where he going to trade and pay somebody. He going to have to trade for somebody who already under contract maybe. Like under contract for a long term. Know what I'm saying?
I would trade for Jerry Jeudy still because the next 2 years are still manageable.
True. And they already was looking at him last year, supposedly. They said it ran out of time. Good grief. They just got him here. They got to be quicker than that. What that commercial said. You got to be quicker than that. But look, they ran out in the nick of time. They just badly couldn't get it. Him and Brandon Cooks. I think they just wanted to kind of, console us a little bit to make us not ride. They didn't want us to march in the streets, man. Know what I'm saying? They wanted to give out the illusion that they was trying. You know what I'm saying? Like when your boss catch you and you act like you're typing some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I was typing. You know what I'm saying? I was working. You know what I'm saying? It might look like I wasn't doing anything, but I was actually typing, sir. You know what I'm saying? He want to make it look like he working hard.
Yeah, make it look good. I understand.
Yeah.
But nah, there are moves to make. It's just going to be up to if the Dallas Cowboys are willing to give up some assets to do it, and they're going to be willing what they want to pay. Because we're talking $20 million range. Like there's a lot of receivers I would give $20 million to before Odell Beckham's name.
Way before Odell come about. Shout out to Stargazer Sports in the building. What's happening with you, man? What's happening with you? She He said giving OBJ 120 million is nuts. Hey, you telling me? Shout out to Coach Miles with another $10 super chat. I appreciate you, Coach. He says, when did the world hear about the Rams' big trade, San Francisco big moves, hell, Philly Brown move? Coach spin them balls, bro, because he ain't lying. Didn't nobody know the boy was finna do none of that. It was done before media even got the news. We got to be the star, means seen, talk about relentlessly. Man, Coach spin them balls tonight, bro. I swear. I swear, Coach. Coach got that heat today. Because he ain't lying, man. Didn't nobody even hear rumbles about no A.J. Brown. Didn't they do that in the draft? They did it at the draft, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was during the draft. So, man, nobody heard no rumbles like that. Them boys is willing and dealing behind the scenes, man. Coach coming with it, bro. Because why we got to hear about everything and then nothing happens out at that? Not only are we talking about everything, Coach, but then we talking about everything and then do nothing. That's even crazier. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Kima said, good Saturday evening. What's up with y'all, man?
Shout out to you.
But yeah, the Dallas Cowboys do talk too much, man. They talk too much, but we know that. But, outside of their faults, we have to find a way to make stupid make sense. So they're not, listen, we do. Because, listen, if they like shopping at the thrift store or they like shopping at Ross.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Danny Savage. What Danny Savage got going on? He on that mobster vibe, sir. He said,
what he said?
He said, I'd give OBJ a tea bag before 20 minutes. What you got going on? Mr. Danny Savage gonna take care of him. Good grief. Y'all crazy.
Going on.
Yeah,
but like, if they like doing, like if they like shopping at these places, then there are better options than they're picking up at the store, right? Just because they went into TJ Maxx does not mean they cannot come out that mug with a polo, because they got Ralph Lauren in TJ Maxx. You just gotta look for it.
You gotta know where to look. You know what I'm saying? Miss Adika says he practicing in Arizona with no other players or pass, running by himself, thinking, showing that he can still one hand catching is so fantastic. Yeah, Miss Adika ain't buying that. She ain't buying that at all. Miss Adika says no, she is not playing with him. I feel you though. You all the way right too. Cause he ain't going up against nobody. He got air guarding him out here. Know what I'm saying? He outballing. And that's what you need to call that boy out there, outballing. He balling against the air, y'all. Chavez McDonald, shout out to you. He says he's worth what they're willing to pay. Definitely won't be Cowboys, but somebody will pay him. I don't know if nobody gonna pay him 20 though. That's way too risky, sir. That's way too risky. Like,
off of ACL,
you'll have to pay him that.
Off a year layoff.
You'll have to have 1,000% faith that you're gonna have him healthy for the foreseeable future. Then you talking about $20 million a year. Most people probably just want a cup of coffee, sir. So look, you think somebody finna pay him $20 million for 1 year? Ain't no way. Ain't no way somebody finna pay him $20 million for 1 year. No way. No way. I don't see that happening. Chris Night Owl said, to me, they dropped the ball with Cooper Deal, especially when we didn't even get nothing but an incomplete CD Lamb and an injured Gallup. Yeah, I think it's obvious they bet on the wrong guy, man. They shouldn't have bet on MG so early, man. I think that was a huge mistake. I think that's the reason we didn't get to the Super Bowl, sir. What you saying?
Which is exactly why we don't need to sign Odell Beckham.
We'll have the ACL twins over here. It's too risky. Like, yeah, it's a what can you call it? That long-term investment would be way too risky. Like, you don't know what your return gonna be. at all.
Listen, Bears don't even need Odell Beckham. They got DJ Moore and they got that boy Chase Claypool. They got receivers and they can go in the draft because they just traded down to the
They in the
9
ninth
spot.
pick. They can get the best receiver in the draft, whoever that might be.
They can get Quentin Johnston.
Yeah.
Or whoever you think the best receiver in the draft is, right? You can get one of those guys.
Mr. King said, I can get D-Hop at $16 million a year. You probably can.
Yep. Because listen, he said out his mouth he would be willing to rework the last couple of years on his deal for the right team.
Mr. Bad Influence in the bid. He said, I pay OBJ $20, $20 a year, not no damn $20 million. Absolutely, sir. What's happening, sir? Ain't no way. Starter Kid Duke said Miami didn't even use City like we would SMA. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, man. They need to be on the phone. I get said back. I don't care. I know what said can give me with that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. She said he knows he is not getting $20 million. He looking for a long-term contract. And remember, Jerry has not met with OBJ. He talked to his mother. LOL. Yeah. Like we didn't even send nobody to the dang tryout or practice, whatever it was that he put on in Arizona. Like we said we were good. We said we said we got Odell Beckham in the bag. We want him.
Big Bud said it sound like he full of himself. He need to put that pipe down. Hey, what I told you, is it crack?
Crack, don't you?
Maybe.
You smoke crack, don't you? Look at me, boy. Don't you smoke crack?
We know you do, OBJ. We know you do. We ain't even got to answer that question. We know you do, sir. You was out of your mind. You must be crazy, sir. You must be crazy. It's a list of people we'll take now. You know I was all for getting OBJ, but not at that number. No, that turned me all the way off of that one. Coach Miles said, why some team that we don't even know and not as loud as us are going to sign Odell for 14 to 13 million. Watch landlord Henny.
Let him sign up for that.
Because you right, but I think it's gonna happen after the fact though. I think this 20 million, if he's looking for 20 million, that's gonna dry up real quick, and then he end up just going back, crawling back to the table. What they say? Know what I'm saying? He walked in with his head up and his chest poking out, and he gonna have to crawl back to that negotiation table. Cause you know what I'm saying? You do supposed to start the negotiations high though, so maybe that might be his you know what I'm saying? His tactic. Yeah. You never supposed to pay sticker price. Never. The landlord, everybody got to have a pipe dream. Yeah. I mean, the man dreaming, man. He in a dream world, I guess. I guess that what that was. Iceberg says, Semi Fahoku, Jalen Tober are going to get busy with the West Coast offense. You might be on to something. I don't know about Semi, but I kind of believe in Tober, though, still. I think Tober can do something. Semi showed us more in training camp, though. And I don't understand why he just couldn't do nothing. He got hurt super quick, too. Like, now, I don't even know if he was really hurt, bro. I think they just tried to, like, stash him. You remember that? Like, we didn't get no reports of him being really hurt. They just was like...
Yeah, he over with. It's over with.
They just was like, hey, you going to IR. Semi like, huh? What you mean? Like, he ain't even know. Like, they just sent Semi to IR for no reason. Robert Woods got $2 million. 2 year, $15 million from Texas. I give OBJ a MG deal. MG deal might be too high for him right now.
Yeah, because listen, I think Michael Gallup played some the year he got hurt. Right, he was healthy up until that point. Odell Beckham, you know, this is his second torn ACL in like the last 2 seasons. He tore his ACL in 2020. He tore his ACL in 2022?
Yeah.
No, 2021. Damn, he tore his ACL in 2021.
Who?
Odell. Because remember, matter of fact, hell yeah, he did.
Yeah, that was in the Super Bowl with the Rams.
Yeah. And then before that, he tore it in 2020. So he's torn his ACL in 2020, tore it in 2021, and then he was not able to play in 2022. So that is the last you've seen. He has 2 ACL injuries in the last 3 years.
Back to back. Good grief.
That would scare. Let's go scare a lot of teams away.
And you want 20? Man, crazy. You supposed to be trying to take anything somebody offer you almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's what I'm thinking. We can just, slide the envelope up under the door or something. Like, hey, take this and come on over here, Odell. I'm thinking this gonna be a cheap option, but if he wants some money, it's over with.
Yep. Like, I'll pay DeAndre Hopkins. I'll pay Jerry Jeudy when it's time. I'll pay Stephon Diggs price if we can trade for him, if that's even humanly possible. I don't know if it is. Like, there's a bunch of guys I would take. Listen. And if we were like we said, we were looking at something cheap. Like, if he's not gonna be cheap, I know Adam Thielen is gonna be cheap. Adam Thielen ain't running around here asking for $20 million. I'll sign Adam Thielen and DJ Chark and pray about it.
Facts, coach. That's why I still got faith in Tobin. I think he can do well, man. I seen him getting open. I seen he got all the physical traits, coach. He can do it. Now his biggest drawback was on the top of his head. It was his head. You know what I'm saying? It's the mind. It's him thinking the plays out, knowing the playbook, knowing where to go. Mm-hmm. And that was all that complex rocket ship system that Kellen Moore was running. Right. We ain't got to deal with that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, DC for life. You're right, because the Super Bowl he got hurt in was the 2021 season Super Bowl, and
so it was in 2022. Yeah.
The fiscal year was 2022. So yeah,
but he still got two of them back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Got 2 on back to back. That's scary. And you mean to tell me I'm finna invest in that long term? That's too risky. That's too risky. Look, that's just like saying, hey, I got a girl for you, man. She used to be for the streets. She just did it 2 times. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Nah, I'm good, sir. I'm good. I need to be a wholesome woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight on that.
Some stuff you don't come back from.
You know what I'm saying? Willie T says Toba was shining in the West Coast offense. I think so too. I really do. Like, I'm telling you, it might not. I don't have no proof. The proof I have is that I know what his skill set is, and I feel like I know what he can do. And I know one thing for sure: Big Mike gonna get something about him. I bet you money. Mike McCarthy ain't finna sit up here and just let it work out like this. You know what I'm saying? Mike, I believe that's the whole thing that's surrounded by his job right now. Real talk. Now, in my opinion, Mike shouldn't be coaching for his job right now. But that might be what the reality is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Jerry might give him this year and next year. What you think?
I mean, it's hard.
It depends on what happens this year.
Yeah, I mean, but it's hard to find somebody that keeps winning double-digit games for you.
No, we're not talking about what we think here. We talking about how Jerry Jones might be looking at this. Because I'm telling you right now, look, hold on.
I'm also saying this. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
You go there.
Wait a minute. Look, all I'm saying is I think Mike McCarthy kind of like, with him firing Kellen Moore, I think that might have been Jerry and I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? We gonna fire Kellen now. You better get it done. I think that came with like an ultimatum at the end. So what you think?
Shit. I think it's the opposite. I think them firing Kellen Moore is the ultimate, vote of confidence in Mike McCarthy, because there's nobody else there. Like, Kellen Moore is like that one dude that thinks he's the boss, but he's only an employee. He's a man. He thought he was the manager. Like, he be out there.
He's
like
snitching on folks.
he the company snitch. So he got that boy. He got that boy up out the door.
He talking about some man. We got to sweep. We got to do this. Hey man, I saw you ain't my manager, sir. What's wrong with you?
No, on my mom. You can sweep. You can sweep.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing nothing you say, sir. You gonna have to tell on me. Iceberg.
For real, though.
Iceberg Slim said, landlord, the reason Mike McCarthy wants Don Kincaid. Remember that 3 tight ends said that Kellen Moore was flirting with. Kincaid can line up anywhere on the field. Big Mike is Sith Lord. I'm not sure what you meant to say. But yeah, that's a good idea. So are you implying that the 3 tight end look was courtesy of Mike McCarthy? Are you telling me that, sir? Trap. Now, like I said, Mike is a former tight end. So, hey, you could be on to something. Nah, because I don't even know if Kellen got that kind of sauce like that.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not
you know what I'm saying?
I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
You best believe Mike McCarthy had some input this year. I think last year was the year to let it burn. I think this the year that Jerry and them started to recognize, like, hey, man, we might need to let Mike might have to implement what he wants sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because we was doing that watch party. What game was that, bro? Kellen Moore just kept throwing the ball. He came back in halftime and ran the ball like 9 straight times. Trap. Y'all know good and gosh darn well that Kellen Moore didn't want to do that. Y'all know he didn't want to do that.
It was the Texas game, if I'm not mistaken.
That's obvious that somebody was in his ear. Kellen don't call plays like that. See, that's what I'm saying. I feel like Mike McCarthy was just inputting, like, when he could. Like, when he see Kellen just going a little too far off of his rocker, he like, hey, man, do this. Hey, man, do this. See, the first year was just let it burn. That's what I think it was. Because Kellen had already swindled the Joneses into believing into that system, and Mike McCarthy was pretty much facing an uphill battle. I think he just had to let that year burn. But this year, the Joneses were like, hey, have at it. You know what I'm saying? He started inputting more and more. And now he finally got him up out the door. And like I said, Mike McCarthy has succeeded while they at a odds in the front office. Like, that's crazy. You got somebody hating on you while you still trying to succeed and you still doing decent. That's crazy. Yeah, the Jarvis Jones said the option routes killed though. Yeah, like, man, that right there give me a headache, sir. That'll give me a headache talking about them option routes. Double R says, man, Swain. Oh, come on, y'all talking about each other. Big Bud said they need to give Mike his 3 years back. Man, hey, man, this team is ready to take the next step. Big Bud talking that talk, sir. 'Cause that's for real. That's for real. Y'all better watch out. If Jerry try to force this 1 year on Mike, I feel like that ain't fair. That's unfair.
Not fair.
I wouldn't like that. I really wouldn't like that. Because I feel like he deserved at least this year to get it together and another year to, like, you should have it straight by that 1 year and go for the gusto, sir. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case.
I mean, listen. Like, you should. If they do absolutely nothing in free agency this year, he should get at least 3 or 4 years.
You ain't lying about that.
Because listen, you can't just run it back with the team that you had. It was obviously not good enough. You didn't win it, so it can't be. It could not have been good enough. You did not win, so you cannot just run it back with the same team that you had last season. You know, just with a couple of rookies added and some guys out the street that are barely in the NFL as we speak.
Dude from Walmart.
Yeah, like this man is out here will play for food sign, sitting in free agency, and that's who the hell they want to sign.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So I will go through the list of the free agents we've been signing since 2016. I ain't know half of them.
So look, think about this though. If we were to go crazy in free agency, so to speak, I think that might be an even quicker timeline. What you think? Because I think Jerry would be like, okay. I feel like Mike McCarthy be at a point like, look, I need this, I need this, I need this. And Jerry be like, okay, here, you can get this, you can get this. And then he'll be like, hey, you ain't get it done, sir. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be a even shorter leash if he go crazy in free agency. Cause like you said, if we don't, I don't think we constructed to demand a Super Bowl out of Mike. I don't think so.
No, we're not constructed to demand a Super Bowl out of Mike because we didn't even win our damn division.
Yeah.
So how the hell we gonna say we constructed to win the Super Bowl when we're currently playing in the best division in the NFC, right? We need more. We need another receiver. We need somebody to help us stop the run. We need to figure out who the hell our running backs will be and stop playing these games. Get the cap cut down, figure it out. Right? We got a bunch of issues we need to figure out to keep. Like, are we going to have a tight end by committee this year coming up? Like, figure the shit out first before you try to put Mike McCarthy on the hot seat.
Coach Miles said, if we dominate with our multiple tight end play, the need for wide receiver to be less. Offenses that use their tight ends as a big part of their passing game are hell to defend. You're right about that, Coach. Trap. That's a good point, Coach, because that's what you see in KC. That's what you see in KC right there. Because think about it. That's why, to be honest, I don't want no skinny tight end. You know, that's pretty much defeat the purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Wide receiver.
Yeah, think about it. If you got a skinny tight end, he taking away half of his superpower. Like, a tight end is what? He too big for a corner. He too big for a safety. And he too fast for a linebacker. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a tight end, a freak tight end, like a special tight end that got the size and the athleticism and stuff, that's what makes the mismatch just ridiculous. Like, that's what you see in KC right now. Trap. You know what I'm saying? Trap. A tight end like that, he is literally always open. Like, you'll have to have somebody like J-Run to be able to do a good job on him. You know what I'm saying? J-Run is not big, like, in bulk, but he tall and he got a decent amount of weight on him, and he got some nice length. You know what I'm saying? And he can run. J-Run is a hybrid himself. You'll need another hybrid to match a hybrid. That's what you'll need. You know what I'm saying? You'll need another special dude to match a tight end like that. And most people don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't have that. You might be able to use an Izzy in that type of situation. But most people don't have nobody to match up with a special or like a dynamic tight end. So you're right, Coach. I agree with that. I've been praying that we get us a dominant tight end. Like, I want to see Dak with a freak dominant tight end. I've been wanting that since he came here. Like, no lie. We had old man Witten, then we made Don Schultz into a good one. Know what I'm saying? I want to see him with a dominant. Like, look, this is no knock on Schultz because he always found a way to be open. But when I'm talking about these special type athlete tight ends, like, it's not even up for debate. We know he gonna be open. Like, know what I'm saying? Like, Patrick Mahomes had that luxury with Travis Kelce. Like, he knows Kelce is gonna be open. He look at Tyreek Hill. He knew them boys was gonna be open. Them two are the best at what they do. Dak has never had that luxury like that. You know what I'm saying? We had good players, but were they at the top of their game? Were they at the top of the league? No. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel that completely. And listen, the only issue I have with that is that the tight ends you're talking about are just sitting there on the market.
Nah,
and like, I don't even think Dalton Kincaid is that kind of tight end just from looking at the tape we looked at.
I don't think so either.
So, you know, we may want it for him. But,
I think Brock Bowers next year.
Huh?
Brock Bowers next year is that kind of guy.
Well, listen. I'm trying to win Super Bowl this year. So
yeah.
So like in the meantime, we gonna find us some wide receivers. If we can't have the tight end y'all want, we're gonna get a big ass wide receiver and try to make some mismatches. How about that?
Yeah. But the only other way that you can get some guaranteed production like that, like Coach said, that's the way when you trying to like be cheap on your wide receiver end. The other way is to be able to create mismatches, kind of like what you seen the Rams do with Cooper Kupp the other year, that year when they won the Super Bowl. Like, they was creating mismatches. Pretty much what Kellen did with CD, though. CD pretty much played the same kind of scheme. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not the same scheme, but the same ideology. Like, they used him in a lot of motions and a lot of slot situations to create favorable matchups. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you can get that. That's the only way you can make that happen.
Hey, listen, they supposed to though.
Yeah.
Like CeeDee Lamb is very diverse in his route tree. Like, he is a very skilled player that can operate all over the field. So, you know, that is one of the smarter things that he did was, you know, make the defense adjust to where CeeDee Lamb is. Like, where's Waldo? Like, you got to, you know, actually look for CeeDee Lamb out there. And, you know, when he's in the slot, you can't really move your best corner over there all the time, because sometimes your best boundary corner is not great in the slot.
Yeah.
So you know, like, it's a different world, you know, trying to play in the slot. It's, you know, it's not always sweet to come out there. So I like them doing that, but, you know, it's just the fact that CeeDee Lamb needs a running mate. Michael Gallup couldn't even run half the damn season, so he was not nobody's running mate.
Thanks.
You need to bring in a wide receiver that can limit the times that they can, you know, successfully double team CeeDee Lamb, right? You need to have a wide receiver that can at least get you 600 yards, so you do not have one of those on your team outside of CeeDee Lamb. You need somebody, and listen, in this offense we're moving to, you have to have somebody that can run out the catch, like slants, yak, you know, these bubble screens, these jailbreak screens, like, all this stuff is going to be implemented in this offense. So we definitely need somebody to come in and help him out. And yeah, CeeDee Lamb made the Pro Bowl, but no, Pro Bowl is popularity contest. We look at all pros, and he made that. So, like, you know, people that actually know what they talking about voted CeeDee Lamb as one of the best wide receivers in the league.
Least side. And then look, if you didn't have votes, you can look at the stats. The numbers don't lie, sir. He top 10 in everything that it was. You know what I'm saying? He was top 10 in almost every single statistic when it came to wide receivers. So I don't want to hear all that foolishness, Mr. Lee Side. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Peter Rizzo over there on Facebook, man. You know, we just vibing on a Saturday night, sir. We just vibing on a Saturday night. Well, it just became Sunday night, you know what I'm saying? It's time to go night almost, you know what I'm saying? You got a couple more points you want to go across here, and we've been on for an hour now, so.
Oh, no, man, we pretty much touched the base. Like, anybody that's willing to pay Odell Beckham is $20 million a year is probably snorting powder. They need an intervention.
They probably been to the trap, and they got some of that good old crack, then.
Crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you? Look at me, boy.
They been doing too much in the trap, man. They been trapped out too long. We're not finna pay you no 20 M, sir. No, we're not.
No, Eastside, you good, and you good.
But yeah, man. Yeah. I was just hollering at everybody, man. Do y'all got any more questions y'all want to talk about real quick before we wrap this thing on up, man? It's getting late, you know. And you know I'm an old man, so gotta get ready to lay it down. Swain said, pay OBJ no damn mind. Hey, absolutely, sir. Pay him no attention. You know what I'm saying? Eastside says some nose candy. Good grief. Trap. Big Bud said Dalton and OBJ are smoking the same pipe, man. Hey, and if Dalton turned down, now I don't know. We gotta get confirmation on them numbers that we heard about Dalton, because they were saying he turned down like 15 M. Like, boy, you don't get up out of here, boy. Trap. If that's true, bro, I'm laughing at you, and I'm showing you the dough. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing you the dough. Oh yeah, time goes up in the hour. So it finna
turn my phone off and turn it back on.
So it finna be 1 o'clock then. Oh, y'all really?
I'm damn sure going to sleep.
Yeah, y'all really got us up late. We trapping real late, for real. Trap. But I appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge your card. HTM Sports, tell them where to find you, sir.
Yeah, man, it's your boy Henny the Mo reporting live from the liquor store. So come over here, man, get drunk out this Cowboys content with me. You know, that high quality stuff, 1738, Hennessy,
Hey.
do not do Taka Vodka.
Getting mad nefarious in the trailer tonight. This boy got the top shelf look over there. Yes, sir. That's what's happening, man. I appreciate all the love and support. Please hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. You know, I go by Landlord from Alabama. Your plug for everything about America's team, a.k.a.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
We appreciate y'all coming through, pulling up, stopping by, showing us some support tonight. Or grid dry. It seems like you just pulled in at the buzzer, but we appreciate you, man. But y'all make sure y'all take care. Yes, sir. We appreciate all the love and support. Y'all take care, man. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go. Appreciate you pulling up on us tonight, Hen. We did 14 shows today, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. We trying to get it, man. Let's go. Shout out to all the love and support in the chat box, man. We in here, man. Old man Land finna go take a nap. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, man. Let's go.